Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 9 of Civilization 5, Emperor difficulty as Portugal. In the last video, at the end, we declared war against the Songhai. Still think they've only got one city, I certainly haven't seen another one around. Got to be a little bit careful because they are allied with Mbanza Congo, which is down here. I don't think they're going to cause too much of a hassle, but I will need to keep my eye on them, so I've moved my workers away from them. And I need to move some units into Gao. It's a little bit of a pain, there's a lot of jungle in the way, we have to cross a river and there are quite a few hills and things as well, so it's going to be a little bit difficult getting units close enough to do anything, but it's not going to be impossible. So that is what we're mainly going to be working towards on this video. I need to keep moving my units up towards the front line. Going to have to start moving some units into bombardment range of the city, which is a little bit of a risk. There's not an awful lot that I can do about that, but what I need to do is get my units actually close enough so that I can start moving in my trebuchets and actually start to attack, because it's great having siege weaponry, but if it's too far away, can't actually do anything with it. So I am going to have to start moving in some of my units. We're currently using these nows to do as much discovery as we can. We found Mount Fuji, which is quite nice. Not sure if we actually had any missions to find any of those. Now we're finding some of the other city-states, which is quite good for us as well. This trebuchet, you're not close enough to bombard anything, so just go on to alert. Got another unit that needs orders, which is this other now, so you can continue to come down here and continue to explore. Not too sure how many units Songhai has. I mean, he does only have a single city. A couple of conquistadors, which have been gifted to him by the city-states. Okay, we're being bombarded by the city, which was to be expected. He's also got a trebuchet in there as well. So I did fully expect to take a little bit of damage. It was one of the things that was likely to happen. Not the end of the world. So we have lost a unit there, which is unfortunate. However, he has now started to move out, which means we can do a little bit more damage to him. We've also got these marshes around, which is a little bit annoying. Vilnius has declared war on Askia because they are on our side. So let's go through what we can do. We have got our walls now in Braga. Could be useful getting a city, but I don't think he's going to get close enough to do anything about it. So we might just go ahead and get a seaport here for now. We could do with a few... In fact, no, I've changed my mind. We are going to get a... Where are we? A pikeman, possibly? Can't get a swordsman, don't have any iron. Let's go ahead and get another pikeman. And now let's start doing some damage. We're going to set up this trebuchet, and we're actually going to take a... shot against these guys. It won't do a lot of damage, but it will weaken them. I should be able to take a shot with my composite bowman. Should have line of sight, yeah. So let's set up and take a shot with this treb. And this treb's on a hill, so if we set up and take a shot with this treb... There we go. We'll get this guy to fortify, and we'll get this guy to fortify. No point moving these bowmen any further forward right now. Oh, wow. I didn't realise they had this little army going on down here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Should be able to take them out with relative ease. What we will do, though, knowing that these are now here, is we'll go ahead and we will... Ah, we don't, we've only got a warrior here. This warrior will actually take quite a lot of damage if he goes out and attacks. I'm going to put the warrior up on the hill. And I'm going to purchase a composite bowman, just because it's much better to have a ranged unit in the city, because you can fire a second shot. And also, it just means that from, what is it, oligarchy? Garrisoned units have no maintenance cost, and cities with garrison gain plus 50% ranged combat strength. So it's always nice to have something in there so you can fire a second shot. Unit promotion. Well, this is... It depends which tile they're going to be on. Mostly here it's open terrain. It's a difficult one, really, but we'll take what we get. As for you guys... I guess we could move you forwards. It does potentially give them another target, so let us go ahead and do that. Continue to explore around here. And we've pretty much met up now with our 2 ships. So what should I do with them? Can't really do an awful lot with them at this point. Might just put them on to automated explore now. I'm sure they'll just go into lots of city-states borders and upset them. Really wasn't expecting to have this little army down here to the south. I'd almost forgotten that I had another city down here, and I wasn't really keeping my eye on it. We do have open borders with Polynesia, so what I'm going to try and do is use this unit to go around and have a look and see exactly what they have. You guys are going to build a farm. You guys are going to build a quarry. At least you should be relatively safe from these Songhai troops that are up here. So let's hit next turn and see what happens. Luckily though, if these are most of his units and he wants to send them all this way, it will make it a little bit easier for my attacking force on his city. Obviously taking a little bit of damage up there, which doesn't help. You're going to attack my warriors, which is annoying, but at least you're not attacking the city. The warriors are fairly cheap to replace. You're also going to start pillaging my tiles, which is very, very annoying. We've lost another unit. Taking a shot from the city. Going to take a shot from the trebuchet. Okay, that's fine. It's not too terrible. I expected to lose a unit or 2. Just wait for the city-states to do their things. Just need to keep my eye on Bands of Congo. Just make sure they're not going to send an army up in this direction, because we could do without that. We've got banking now. We've got a great artist. You can build something else. I suppose you could go ahead and... let's get walls going quickly if we can. So, let's go ahead and attack the pikemen. Because theoretically, it doesn't matter how much damage they do to the city. If they don't have a melee unit, they can't take the city. So let's try and get rid of the pikemen as quickly as we can. You get a promotion. Let us go for the rough terrain. We're also going to heal you up. Can't actually see any more units that they have now. We can fire into the city a little bit. We're going to move onto this tile, though, because now this unit can move in. You can still take a shot at the city, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to move this pikeman in as well. We're also going to move these trebuchets forward. Now we've found these conquistadors, which are a little bit annoying, but it's only going to be able to do damage to one of my trebuchets, not all of them. Units needing orders, you're going to go on to automated exploration as well. Great artist. We can't actually make a great work at the moment. We don't have any space to put one, but that's an opera house. I think we'll just sort of keep him for the time being. And we'll build somewhere where he can make a great work very soon. Let's continue across here with you, and we'll do as much exploration as we can. Well, we have started to do damage to the city now. It's a low effort start, but it is a start. So we might lose a trebuchet here. In fact, I almost expect it. Yeah, so we've lost one trebuchet. It's a little bit annoying that they have these conquistadors, but we will try and take out as many of them as we can. So here we can see our city's going to take a little bit of damage. This was something that we expected. Their pikemen took massive amount of damage from the city. They actually have another unit of pikemen now, which is worrying. We could possibly lose this city here if we are not careful. So I think what I may do... I can't actually do anything yet because it's not my turn. What I may do here is just go into purchase and just purchase the walls. Don't have enough gold to purchase a castle, I don't believe. Castle is 720. Yeah, we're a little bit short to get a castle. So what could we produce here in relatively short time? Another composite bowman, possibly. Castle will be 10 turns. Let's see if we can get ourselves another bowman. We might as well finish off one unit. And we'll do some damage to this pikeman. Hopefully they won't be able to take this city. I mean, if they do, there's an easy way to solve it. We just go and take it back. So you're going to set up for a ranged attack and hit the city. That was a nice amount of damage, actually. You're going to set up for a ranged attack and hit the city. And let's bear in mind also, if we can take Gao before they take my city, that they'll get wiped out and they'll basically leave my city alone, so that is fine. So let us continue to fire in here while we can. Need to try and keep this pikeman alive, because he's the one we're going to use to take the city. Would be nice to get another trebuchet, but I'm going to save that money for that castle down there. You're just going to fortify for the time being. I should have actually put you on fortify, not alert, but oh well, never mind. Unit needs orders. So let's just scout around up here. Ramses has completed the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Wow, he really is throwing these wonders out. A little bit annoying because those guys are now lost, which I kind of expected, but at least he's left my trebuchets alone. The city's actually firing at the archers, which is really weird. The archers do little damage. I suppose it's because they figured that they can actually almost, if not kill an archer. Okay, that's going to be a fair bit of damage to the city. The walls are certainly helping. Going to take quite a bit of damage from those pikemen, but the city survives another turn. So that's all good stuff. Wow, Porcelain Tower is now being completed. Yeah, we're getting really behind the AI on tech now. Who's just got a promotion there? It's actually you. Not going to give you the instant heal. Not yet, anyway. Finish the Musicians Guild. Can't do an awful lot about that. Let's go ahead and get a bank there, though. And let us go and get a bank here, because we're certainly going to start needing some money. Bowman, you should be able to finish off those guys. Okay, don't think they've got any other melee units over here now. So, let us try and take Gao out if we can. Really should just try and finish off these conquistadors, but I should bring these pikes forward. Can't attack them on this turn, unfortunately. Do as much damage as we can here. Can we take it? No, we can't. You guys are going to pillage. Probably won't save you, but you can have another shot. Unit needing orders. That's you again. Let's get you up onto the hill. Gives us a little bit of better movement. We'll pop through Hanoi. It's probably going to upset them, but at least we'll get to have a bit of a look around. And we have found the Great Barrier Reef. Always makes me laugh is these wonders, world wonders nearly always end up in the borders of city-states. You guys are just going to alert up for now, because there's not an awful lot else you can do. I fully expect this Conquistador is probably going to try and take out this Trebuchet, which would be annoying. However, I only need one Trebuchet to actually take out the city. Trebuchet's going to fire on my... Oh, he's actually moving away. He's actually just going around and pillaging. That's fine. You pillage away, sir. I don't even think he's tried to attack down here. I think he's actually withdrawing to go and try and defend his city. So this could be where we take him out. So that's not too bad. We're in a golden age as well. Look, we are the worst. We're only sort of 5 techs behind, but still. Okay. Maximum fire on Gao. That is Gao down to 0. We get a great general, which is brilliant as well. Let's move in here. We should be able to take that with ease. And we are... Yep, that's him wiped out. Fantastic. Let us create a puppet for the time being, because we don't want to lose all of that happiness. Unit needs orders. Now, are we still at war with Mbanza Congo? Yes, we are, but we're no longer peace blocked, so let us do that. They're not allied with anybody either now, which is really nice. So, Worker can come down and start doing stuff. They've probably got a whole army here now that was coming our way, but luckily that's not going to be a problem. You guys are going to just alert up. So, okay, we lost a few units, but it wasn't the end of the world. It's certainly not as bad as it could have been. You guys I think you guys are actually going to work your way down here, because we're going to need to start moving west now into Portugal's territory. We'll have to try and find out when that research agreement is going to end, because I would like that to end before we do anything else. We'll also move our general down here as well. Let's just have a quick look, see what's happened. Few city-states changing allegiances, not an awful lot we can do with that. Trespassing, enemy spotted. Few city-states happy that we found natural wonders. ASCII lost their capital. Marble available in Gao. Allies changing as well. And made peace with Mbanza Congo. That is fine. So what did we actually get from this city? It wasn't particularly great. It's got a shrine, it's got a caravanserai and a watermill, it's got a market, a university and a workshop. That's not too bad. So getting that won't actually delay us from getting Oxford University. How are we going with our tech right now? So one turn away from getting machinery. Then we can move into printing press. Not too sure whether I want to go into industrialization or scientific theory. It might be nice to try and get factories up and running. We don't know how much coal we're going to have. As far as tourism goes, I know we're definitely not the leader. Yeah, in fact, it's Egypt, of course. No one has any ideologies yet. It will be risky taking an ideology first, but we'll see how we can go with that. We are going to need to get some buildings for great works of art. No point popping it for a golden age, because I still have a golden age going anyway. Need to try and get on the shores somewhere of these city-states so we can go and build something in them. So we can go and do that shortly. It's not too bad. You guys can also now start to move down here. Let's go on to the next turn. Making 50 gold per turn. Got 800 in the bank. It's not terrible as far as our economy goes. We've certainly still got some coming in. You want to give you straight up 300 gold. No. Don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Open borders with Portugal. No, don't really need them, because we're going to be getting open borders with you quite soon. Now he's got Himeji Castle. He's getting quite a few wonders as well, but not a problem. We're going to take them off him quite soon, hopefully. He's not terribly high up on the scoreboard, so I'm hoping he's not going to have too big of a military that we'll need to deal with. Now we have machinery, which is fantastic. Get some promotions on our trebuchets here as well. Not really sure how much it matters. What's the next city we're going to be going for? Palenque is on plains, so let's go for... I'm not sure it actually affects cities. In fact, I'm almost certain that it doesn't, but we'll do that anyway. You guys need orders, so we will start to move you down towards his city. What else do we have? That pikeman, you definitely need to rest up. Great general. I thought we were already moving you down here. Obviously, I'd done it in some sort of really inefficient way. Let's go on to the next turn. No, apparently not. We've still got units we need to micromanage. So, let's keep you guys moving around. We really don't want to make it easy for me getting onto any tile, do you? Oh, well, do our best. We'll have a look in Manila, see what we can do there. Right, you want cocoa. You only have 4 gold per turn. I don't have any citrus. Would you be willing... How is that not close to a fair deal? A 1-for-1 swap. Can get an extra trade route now. I've lost another one somewhere. Must have been a city state. I must have missed that one. So I need to build 3 more trade routes. We're going to start getting short of trading partners once we start declaring war on everybody. We've got a great writer as well. Okay, at least we can land these guys. Not too sure what Manila have. Manila have gold, so we can go ahead and get a copy of that. Which is technically what we were going to do down here with Mbanza Congo, but we may just go down and get the... Do we have spices in our own territories? Don't think we do, so we might go down to those guys first. 1, 2, 3. You can build another farm there. Trading post. No, I think we'll go for the farm. Move a stacked unit. Okay, we've got the writer. Let's create a great work because we've got the room for that. Get our tourism up a little bit. Let's go on to the next turn. Another unit needing orders. That's you, of course. Just trying to scout out as much of the terrain as possible. Don't really need open borders with you, so let's not bother with it. You're too sort of small and insignificant for me to care about. Arabia's got cannons, so maybe we do need to move towards gunpowder a little bit. Yerevan has a new ally. Mombasa has a new ally. Hanoi looks elsewhere. Research agreement completed with Asura, so that's fine. 2 turns away from printing press now, which is okay. Porto has done. What do we want to get over here? Guess we should keep going for these banks. Yeah, let's go ahead and build the Pretoria. Trebuchet, keep making your way south. You've got that hooked up now. I'd prefer not to go in the water because there is this barbarian galley here, but we don't have open borders with Pakal anymore, so mind you, there isn't an awful lot over there that still needs hooking up. I suppose we should go ahead and get those open borders. Open borders. What do you want for this? How about I give you open borders? There we go. So at least we can move our worker through now. Well, we could if they didn't have units in the way. Unit needs orders. Trebuchets. Yep, you can carry on coming down. We're probably going to need a few more trebuchets before we go and declare war with him anyway. No, we don't need open borders with you. What we could do... you want cocoa as well. How about 7 gold per turn? Not bothered about the embassy. Just be nice to get some money. Really? How about 6 then? Okay, there we go. Get some gold in the bank. I was thinking that what I could possibly do is use my great general somewhere like... I don't know, where would be best? Somewhere like here. We could steal a fair few tiles. And that means I can actually have units in my own borders ready to attack Palenque. And we are going to get quite a few great generals as this game goes on. So I'm not too worried about that right now. Finish the bank here. Happiness is going to be a problem soon. Not just yet, but let's go ahead and get that done. You guys, I don't think you need to go into Mbanza Congo now, so let's start working our way down here and we'll try and build one at Anton. Are we still at war with these guys? Is there anyone else that I've missed that we may still be at war with? No, okay, that was the last one. Well, thank goodness for that. Okay, unit needs orders. Yep, and carry on coming down here as well. Why is it showing me the yields on these trading posts? Because I don't have a civilian unit selected. Shouldn't actually be showing those yields. It should show yields when I have a worker selected. There we go, now they've disappeared. Just the game glitching out a little bit. 1 turn away from printing press as well. Another unit needing orders. That's you, of course. You're still having a look around in here. Now, they have the Great Wall of China, but that's not a problem because we've seen them with a cannon, which means they have gunpowder. So their Great Wall is no longer effective once they have the once they have discovered gunpowder. Or is it dynamite? Can never remember that one. I think it's dynamite. Yeah, it's dynamite, isn't it? Great Wall is something to do with masonry, possibly? Never remember which one's which. Where's the Great Wall? Great Wall, engineering. Upon discovering dynamite. Okay, yeah, so they need to discover dynamite. We know they've got chemistry because they've got gunpowder. So I don't know how far away they are from dynamite. But it's going to be a long while before we get over to Arabia anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's keep moving down towards the Mayans. Research agreement with you. Yeah, we can do that. That's not too bad. You're not a big threat, and you're certainly not going to be someone that I attack very shortly. Still very, very tempted to use my Great General to nick some of his land, just so that I can actually put units closer. Because if I put a citadel What have we got there? That's a mine on a desert hill. I mean, the citadel wouldn't be that useful. I could put it on here, which would be a bit of a waste because it would take away the wine, but it would actually give me several tiles right next to his capital, and that would make it a lot easier to take, and I think I might do that. Oh no, I can't build there. Well, I can if I buy that mountain tile. This is probably going to be a massive waste of a great general, but I think it's probably going to work anyway. Let us go ahead and get that observatory here, because we are massively behind on tech. We need to start getting rationalism unlocked at this point. We can't afford to delay on that anymore. We've got another bowman here. Got crossbows now. Of course, we should start upgrading our bows while we can afford it. Probably a few more units we're going to need to upgrade as well. Not too bothered about this guy because he's just a scout. Unit needing orders. Pikemen, you're fully reinforced. You can start to come down here because we're going to need melee units to attack the place. We've got a few pillaged resources down here. We need to get some workers over and get sorted out as soon as we can. Let's keep you moving up to the front. Now, as soon as we use that great general and steal that piece of land, it's really going to annoy the Mayans, but not too worried about that. So basically, I will have a citadel within 2 tiles of his city that I can put a melee unit in. It'll get quite a defensive bonus. No point putting siege units in there, because siege units don't get defensive bonuses from them, but it also means that I would possess all the tiles directly adjacent to his city, which makes life very, very good. Finished the bank. So we go ahead and get some opera houses. We could do with the culture. I really need somewhere to put that great artist, but we just don't have any spaces for great works of art at the moment. Need to get this worker the long way around, which is a little bit annoying. Probably not an awful lot else up here for this guy to see, but we shall continue to look around while we roll our trebuchets towards the Mayans. You can come up here. What did I want you guys to do? Guess what I could actually do is buy this iron tile. You can go and get that connected, because we are short on iron. I say short on iron, we actually don't have any at all whatsoever. Crossbowman, you must stay there for now. Let's go on to the next turn. And this will probably be the last turn, because I forgot to set my timer at the beginning of this video, so I'm not exactly sure how far through I am. So, let's just go on to the next turn. Let's see what we can find. Do need to get those cargo routes up and running as quickly as possible. Vancouver and Egypt no longer allies. We're no longer friends with Florence. Okay, production-wise, Braga, you have completed the Colosseum. Lots of nice stuff that we could build here, but I think what we will get is a cargo ship. We'll eventually be able to get that fish as well. We'll continue to move these trebuchets down. And that is actually all I can do on this turn, so I'll call that the end of the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 on Emperor difficulty. Certainly proving to be a little bit more of a challenge than the game I started with Spain on my Twitch stream a little while back. But anyway, when we come back, we will continue to move our forces down towards Palenque, and hopefully we'll be able to take that for ourselves, and that'll make us a little bit more powerful and put us a little bit closer to Egypt. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.